Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own DIY EOS ice cream cone. So, I know I haven't been doing a lot of DIYs lately, and so I sort of regret that because I love doing them and they're some of my favorite videos to make, but they are pretty expensive and they do take a lot of time rather than just a sit-down video as if I was just talking to you like this. And so I kind of had to choose, so I think I'm going to make them less frequently, but when I do, I'll do like more and bigger, sort of better DIYs. So just let me know if y'all like that in the comment section, and if you have any idea or video suggestions, just let me know again in the comment section and I can maybe do some of them. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and subscribe if you've not already. I think I've said this a few times, but my goal is to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the summer. So it's a pretty high goal, but I think we can get it, guys. So without further ado, let's get started. So for this DIY, you will need some aluminum foil, some white oven baked clay, some tan oven baked clay, whatever color EOS you want. Then I got these little glasses from the dollar store, and we have like a Halloween one and a St. Patrick's Day one, but just something like that. And you have to be okay with never getting it back because it's going to be baked in there. And then puffy paint colors of your choice. So since it's going to be the sprinkles, you might want to choose some fun colors, but it's really up to you. So the first thing you're going to do is just tear some aluminum foil, and you're going to take one of the cups. And you are just going to start by sort of measuring how big the cup is, and then getting enough so it's wrapped around, because you want a pretty thin layer on the outside because you're going to be covering it in clay and you don't want it to be too bumpy. And then all the extra part you're just going to sort of slide down here, and then you want to sort of fold this over. So you don't really need to do this, but I just decided to take the rest of my aluminum foil and just press it in there. And one thing that's really important that I forgot to mention is that you need to make sure this inside is covered, because if the clay seeps over, it will get stuck here and it'll just look really bad and like unfinished. So then comes the fun part. You're just going to take your clay, and it doesn't really matter. It depends on how much clay you use, how big the cup is, but you want to make sure that like when you put it in here, the EOS sort of sits halfway. And so you're just going to start molding it with your hand. So to make your job a lot easier, I would suggest just using something that's like a circular cylinder shape, so it's easy to roll it out. So the first thing you're going to do is set your cup down, and then you're just going to roll the clay over. And you want to make sure this is rolled out as possible, because you are going to need a little extra clay in the end, and so you just want to make sure that you don't run out. And then you just have to be careful because you definitely don't want it to rip. And basically once every part is completely covered, once this final piece right there is covered, then you can just take scissors or an X-Acto knife or whatever you want and just cut. Basically, this is what it's going to look like, and now it's just time for smoothing. You have to be really careful because this stuff really does stretch, but it's really nice if you can get it so it's smooth without having a bunch of gross fingerprints on it, because it really takes away from the cone effect. So for how I'm getting it to look a little bit more seamless, I'm just going like this, and so basically all this does is it just sort of flattens it out, but it flattens it out without getting like fingerprints like I said before. And so just continue doing that. So this is optional because you can draw the lines, but I actually created this before and filmed it on my old camera, and when I did the lines I didn't really love how it turned out, so I'm just going to leave it plain, but that's totally my opinion, my choice. Okay, so for the top, you're just going to start by taking off the top of your EOS, and you're just going to make a little mold using the lid and the aluminum foil. And so basically what you're going to do is you're just going to press down on all sides, and so you're just going to roll it out super thin, because depending on how thick you want your whipped cream to be, then you should roll it out based on that. But I don't want mine to be too thin, but at the same time I want it to be long enough to where it will wrap around without looking weird, and I want to try to keep it in one piece as much as possible. So you're just going to start wherever side you want and just begin wrapping it around. So then you're going to get these ready for the oven. So I'm just going to bake it like this, but one thing you have to make sure, obviously, that you take the EOS out. So I'm going to be baking it. So everything is finished baking, and so I baked these each for about 20 minutes. So the one other thing that I forgot to mention that you will need is a hot glue gun. And it's going to hot glue this in and then hot glue the one on top. So I'll show you the step-by-step instructions. And now that my hot glue gun is heated up, it has to be pretty quick. And you're just going to do a little bit of hot glue all around like that. And then you're just going to stick it in and press down on all the sides. You're just going to take the top off and set that aside. And then you're just going to sort of measure your cap. Then you can either just put the hot glue in here, or you can put it on the actual plastic. It's up to you though. And just make sure you get enough so it sticks. And then just press it down. So then you're basically finished. But I'm just going to take my puffy paints to do some sprinkles because personally I love ice cream, but ice cream is always better with sprinkles. And so you're just going, I got this from Walmart for basically like $1, and they're really inexpensive and cute, and I love the colors. So then you're just gonna set this aside to dry, and so I'm just gonna wait a couple hours just to make sure that it's completely dry. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said before, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you have not already, and comment down below your favorite flavor of EOS, or EOS, or however you say it. Actually, comment down below if you say like EOS or EOS, like one word, and comment down below your favorite flavor of EOS. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.